One is Friday Morning Movie Reviews. This is Nathan CK.
I'm Lewis Angel.
And we're going to be reviewing the new King Kong.
Kong Skull Island, directed by Jordan Vogt-Roberts, who did The Kings of Summer.
Yep.
And this is his second big movie. What do you think?
From the Peter Jackson one, this is a little better.
You thought this was better than the 2005 King Kong? I thought
this movie is not really original to what King. He doesn't really go to New York.
No, you're right.
And it's really about discovering new creatures, in like this series
on Skull Island,
of like Godzilla being tied into this and stuff. And which it does.
You get little Easter eggs here and there.
Yeah.
There's an after credits scene that you should stick around for. All right, we're gonna play a little game right now. Skull Island or Pacific Rim? For me, Skull Island.
Okay.
Skull Island or Godzilla?
I'd say Godzilla.
Really?
Yeah.
I think this movie is better than Pacific Rim. It's better than Godzilla. And I don't know if it's that good of a movie. Like, don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun watching this.
Yeah, fun, yeah.
But I feel like it's all surface, you know? There's not really that much... There's no depth to any of the characters, really. Yeah. Most of them are really paper thin, and you like them because, that's Tom Hiddleston. That's Brie Larson.
Yep, that's Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah.
He's the only one that I would say he's the exception, where he's the only one that has real motivation.
Right.
And there's John C. Reilly, who, from the trailer, I was worried. Like, I was too.
Yeah.
But then he worked really well in the movie. I thought he was really funny.
A little comic relief, yeah.
I will say what this movie does have over Godzilla is we see King Kong, and we see him a lot. We see him fight a lot, but a complaint for mine is we don't really get to know King Kong too much.
Yeah, he's, like, already there.
And we don't really like who he is, you know? Like, in the 2005 one... We know who King Kong is. We meet him. We spend a lot of time with him. We know who he is as an ape.
Right.
But this one, he kind of leaves, and he comes back and he fights.
Yeah.
And then he leaves, and he comes back when the script needs him to come back because it's getting a little slow. And the rest of it is just this military team is down there with these scientists. They're exploring. And after the initial attack, they're kind of trying to survive and find a way off the island. And that's where this movie lives.
Yeah. And then they find these...
They find this tribe of
native people
and...
there. It is... Yeah, and I agree with you. It is a lot of surface stuff. There's not really depth in the plot. I mean, with the 2005 version, there was a connection with the girl. And
that's why I really like the love story, but the Beauty and the Beast love story between them that I really enjoyed.
And we don't really get that, and... There's a little moment where they basically copied, touching the ape and stuff. But, is that really, like... Do you think Kong really then has, like, compassion for the humans? Or, like...
I don't know, because we don't really...
Right. We don't really
He's, like, a really cool toy that we get to see in action, but he's no Buzz Lightyear. What do you think of the acting?
I thought there was going to be more, like... Character, yeah, exactly. And I mean, the first trailer did...
The first trailer is fantastic. The Comic-Con trailer?
Yeah.
I thought, when you see Sam Jackson and John Goodman sitting against each other, like, oh, we're going to see some acting right now.
Yeah.
And then when you're in the movie, it's just exposition.
And then we see some weird creatures here and there, and then... the groups are split up and they're trying to survive on this island, and then it's just a lot of like mishmash of stuff that
a lot of montages of
really
70s songs that we're just trying to get to the next moment, trying to get to the next one after that.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You could have had some real character development there. We could have cared, oh, this guy has a son back home. Oh, she's a, photographer, blah, blah, blah. We just don't care that much because we're not allowed to really... And we have the time for it, but we're not allowed to really get in there with them.
Yeah. And I think that's, like, a little bit of a problem with dealing with these monster movies. You don't really know if it should be all about the monster or all about these humans and stuff. Because sometimes, like, who cares if this guy has, like, a kid back home a little bit, you know?
Yes, because sometimes you're like, I don't want that. I want to see King Kong punch a giant lizard in the face. And
Mm-hmm.
if that's what you want, this movie's for you. I will say, though, I did think that the original King Kong movie, or not the original, but the one in 2005, skipped the first hour, and it's a great movie. I think you get a mix of that, where you care about the characters and you care about Kong. I will say what this movie does better. Visually, it's fantastic.
Visually, it's amazing.
There is some... I would frame a lot of these shots. It felt like a graphic novel to me, where, like, you see these beautiful shots of art that, like, Kong standing here and someone else standing here.
Yeah.
It looked amazing.
Yeah, and the monster fights and just the island itself.
The island is cool.
It's really, really pretty. But yeah, that's just like, it's visually cool. And
it's cool, but it's a cool car with nothing in the engine.
Yeah.
Is what this movie is. I'm going to go ahead and I liked the movie.
Yeah.
But, and I would maybe even buy it on Blu-ray and maybe watch it on mute. Like you said you would with Macbeth. It's a cool movie, but there's not that much else to it. It does kind of further along the MonsterVerse that we're getting. And I will say that when I was watching Kong fight, I was like, oh, don't hurt him too bad. He has a date with Godzilla in 2020. But overall, for this movie, I'd give it a 3.3 out of 5.
I'd give it a 3.2 out of 5.
Okay.
So, you know, it's not terrible.
No, I mean, it's fun.
It has that
it's flashy.
action. Yep.
But don't go looking for anything that deeper, which, I mean, should you be for a King Kong movie?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Well, that's the review.
All right.
I'm Lewis Angel.
I'm Nathan CK.